Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, minna-sama, konnichiwa. Yes, we are talking Japanese watchmaking, the latest darling of the independent micro brand scene seems to be Otsuka, Lōtec, and we have the number 6, thanks to my buddy, the ColleKtor, who managed to get one of these watches. Very difficult outside of Japan. For now, the distribution is limited to Japan for this very cool number 6 Otsuka Lōtec with a double retrograde function for the minutes and the hours, and the presentation very creative. Is very much reminiscent of a gauge of an industrial machine, inspired, I suppose, maybe by Vianney Halter, the post-industrial steampunk kind of look, and the double retrograde, something we see a lot from independents, for example, Gerald Genta and Vacheron Constantin. So where does this come from? Well, the name says it, Otsuka. It's a neighborhood slightly north of Shinjuku, north of central Tokyo, and Lōtec really means what it says. It's a low-tech production, handmade with simple machines by Jiro Katayama. So Katayama-san went to a design school, and by the way, the base movement is a simple Miyota. After design school, he worked for the automotive industry, then went freelance to design household appliances and automotive type of things. And then he happened to win an auction for an old bench lathe machine, and he experimented with it with steel. And in 2008, started making watches, and in the end, started being able to sell some of them from 2012. And now he's done a few different models, which are very sought after because, he's a design creator, and people enjoy his design. You can see the dimensions of the watch, the main dimension being 42 millimeters. With the wire lugs, it will wear easier than it seems on the wrist. And so the watch is low production, of course. Everything is done by hand, by himself, as a side business to his main business as a designer. You can go on the website. There will be a couple of raffles, but you have to be in Japan. You have to have a Japanese credit card. So some of these have been creeping up in the secondary market, even on Chrono 24 at multiples of the price point, which is started around $1,500 all the way up to around $2,800 for this model. Some of which had a meteorite dial, by the way. This one has the brushed type of dial. Really cool watch on the wrist, as you can see. Wears very different, so I can understand the interest. Should you be paying more than what it is worth to the watchmaker? Well, that's up to you. If you want to have the instant gratification, at the same time, let's not get too excited. He will be making more watches, maybe hire someone to help him to produce a bit more watches, and eventually perhaps distribution outside of Japan. It's a really charming watch. I really love this very original design. It's a very cool, with the crown at the 2 o'clock, the wire lugs, nice straps, and even the buckle is quite nice, with a little recess, so it's easy to wear on a smaller wrist. So quite a feat from the ColleKtor, who's sharing this watch with us, for being able to acquire one of these watches. But don't get too excited, overpay for it. Well, if you have to do it, and I can understand people, seeing this, wanting to have it, scratch the itch, and maybe want to move on and sell it and make some money. Although I think it's the type of watch you should, if you're lucky enough to acquire one, you should cherish in your collection. It's not very expensive. Hopefully there will be more and more chances to acquire one of them. By the way, if you wonder what's written on the dial, I can just share with you. It's just the basic functions of the watch, and where it is made and what it exactly is. I like the aperture, the 6 o'clock, giving you a glimpse, mechanical glimpse on what happens when the minute and the hour will jump, reset back to zero, and the date is very well integrated, sort of sunken in a very industrial fashion visually on the dial of this very cool watch. So I hope you've enjoyed discovering the brand, even if you're not able to purchase watch right away, get this instant gratification that we all seek. At least you are aware of it, and maybe when you go to Japan, you'll take a walk in Otsuka Ichome, as they say, the first zone of Otsuka. That's where the workshop is, and maybe you can plead your case to be able to buy one of the cool watches. There's been different models. This is number 6. I like the 7, the 7.5. The 5 was cooler as well. And yes, prices will probably increase a little bit given the interest, but we're talking around the $2,000 to $3,000 US dollar base price point for one of these. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation, and give it a like and maybe subscribe so other people can access this information, unless you just want to keep it to yourself, which I could understand. All right, 皆様ありがとうございました。Bye bye. Speak to you in the next one. またね。さよなら。